In 2007, who could have predicted that the LUC1 team would become what it is today? Who could have guessed that the team would win so many titles? Who could have imagined that the LUC1 name would be known beyond the world of supermoto? Who could have known about the partnerships that would be built year after year? Who could have said that the LUC1 tent would still be present on the paddock of the French Championship 8 years later? In 2015, who could have said so many spectators would attend the races? Who could have said that so many Hondas would bear the LUC1 colors? And who could have said that the first year of the LUC1 Cup would be successful for the riders as well as the partners? In 2015, who could have predicted? Who could have predicted the arrival of a young talent such as Laurent Fat? Who could have predicted that his skill on a motorcycle would impact the motivation of the whole team? Who could have predicted that he would finish on the podium in the first round of the French Supermoto Championship and that he would be able to sustain that level of performance all season? In 2015, who could have known? Who could have known that this young man would push the 6-time French champion even further? And who could have known that Sylvain Bidard would find himself in direct competition for the title with his young teammate? Who could have known about the fierce fights on the track? Who could have known about the falls and the injuries? And who could have known that despite all of this, the relationship would remain respectful and amiable? Who could have known that the master would continue to teach the student when they are competing for the same title and only one can be victorious in the end? In 2015, who could have guessed that Germain Vanzano Marshall would stay motivated despite several difficult seasons, injuries, and wavering results? Who could have guessed that he would continue despite these difficulties, proving his place among the best riders in his class? In 2015, who could have imagined the ease of a shared moment with one of the most recognized riders in the world? Who could have imagined the meeting of these two worlds, so close yet so far away? Who could have predicted such loyal support from the LUC1 fans across the internet and on race days? In 2015, who could have predicted the hundreds of thousands of views of our videos and photos? We did not predict any of this, but we put our best foot forward. A whole team serving its riders, its partners, and its supporters. Ludovic, Mario, Loic, Stefan, Pasky, Bruno, Maurice, Jean-Claude, Nadine, Geraldine, Thibaut. So, what do you predict for 2016?